Here you go, man.
Oh, damn, this is nice. How much?
45.
You sure you said 45?
Yeah. Wait, bro.
Get out of here, man.
Yo, bro, come on, come back. Where'd your dad go?
He's not my daddy.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Marbletron here, back at it again with another video review. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Fox 20th Anniversary Deadpool 2 cable figure. So first things first, if you don't already, I would really appreciate it if you followed me on Instagram at Marbletron. I'm almost at 3K followers and I do some toy photography on there. So if you're into that kind of thing, please check me out. And as far as where I got this guy from, I checked the Brickseek earlier this morning, saw there was a Walmart that had them. It was kind of far, but I think it was worth it because this guy's looking awesome. So now that that's all out of the way, let's get into it. Now for the packaging of this guy, he's basically in your same size packaging as your Stan Lee's, your 80th anniversary figures, or your 10th anniversary MCU figures, except now it's in all red, and it's full of cool Deadpool stuff. So on the top left, you have the Marvel Legends series logo. On the top right, you have the age number crossed out with the new age number being 14+, even though the rest of this Fox line is 14+, so that's kind of interesting. But as we work our way down, you have the X logo kind of covered by what seems to be a Deadpool sticker, even though it's not really a real sticker. Then you have the Nathan Summers name crossed out with Cable at the bottom, so I think that's pretty neat. On the side, you have some nice box art of Josh Brolin there, all blacked out with the eye glowing. I think that looks really, really awesome. You have the same exact picture right here on the back with the crossing out stuff still continuing. Then on the top, you have sort of that same kind of Deadpool sticker, so you see that a little bit better. And if you want the UPC, here it is. So that's pretty much it for the package. Let's open him up. All right, so here's Cable out of his packaging, and I gotta say, for first impressions, he's a pretty dope figure. But before we get into Cable himself, let's take a closer look at his accessories. So this figure comes with 6 accessories, which I think is appropriate for a figure that's going to retail at about $25. But for what he has a large gun with 2 different attachments, a pistol, and 2 fisted hands. Okay, so as you saw earlier in the video, here he is with his larger gun and this particular attachment right under the barrel. And I will say it was kind of difficult getting him to hold the gun like this, mainly because of his shoulder articulation, which I will go into later in the video. But now let's look at him with his other attachment. Now here's how Cable looks with this attachment, and I will say I prefer the other attachment on this gun, but what's cool about this piece is that it could kind of be used as its own gun. So to get a better sense of what I was talking about before, here's Cable just holding the piece by itself, and I think that makes for a pretty good look. And yes, you can plug in your Deadly Origin Black Widow or your White Rabbit blast effects. And also, here's Cable with his pistol. And some fists. Lastly, for weapon storage, he has 2 holsters here on his hip for his pistol and the extra attachment piece, but unfortunately, there's no way to really store this larger weapon here except for him holding it, so that kind of sucks. Now, to finally get an up-close look at this Josh Brolin head sculpt, man, this thing is so sick. It's definitely the highlight of the entire figure, in my opinion. It just looks like Josh Brolin from nearly every angle. It looks really, really good. I like the stubble that he's got. I like the different finishes for the lips and the scars, stuff like that. The eyes came out really nice looking. I like the left whited out eye, the wrinkles in his face. Even the hair sculpt came out really nice with his fade that he's got there. Just a really, really great looking head sculpt. Definitely one of their best. For the rest of this figure, it's still an all new sculpt. I took off his cape piece just to get a better look at the figure itself, but it's done in this nice greenish plastic, sort of shiny in some parts. But taking a closer look at the neck, you have some really cool mechanical detail that's all painted throughout there. You have some nice bronze here towards the shoulder piece. The mechanical arm is kind of weird. They painted it in some parts metallic, but the rest of it is really just flat looking, which I would have liked it maybe all metallic, but I guess it doesn't look too bad as is. And here's the other arm, the flesh arm. The belt there, they painted the buckle, which looks very nice. They didn't paint that much in the vest, but they did paint this little bit of green paint there. The back of the vest is plain. Another thing that kind of upsets me is that this bear is not removable. Like, how could you not make that removable? That really sucks. It's glued on there. I tried taking it off. It won't budge. I do not want to break it either. But, man, there could have been so many possibilities with photography and stuff like that. Going towards the pants, they're pretty plain actually. There's no real paint on them except for this like black piece that goes around his thigh there, which I don't really know what that is, but you also have some pockets sculpted in. And his boots also look good, but they're not painted either. But overall, I think it's a very solid looking sculpt. The articulation on this guy is nothing too special. It's honestly kind of caca. His head moves up pretty far with extreme gappage, moves down. The tilt is just crazy. Look at that. His left arm moves out that far. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The fists move in and out this way and they swivel, while these trigger fingers go up and down and swivel. They also have double jointed elbows on this side. The shoulders move out this much. But what sucks about these shoulders when trying to put the gun in is that since the vest is kind of thick, the vest kind of runs into the gun. So if there were butterfly joints, I felt like that would have been easier to kind of work around, but there aren't, so that kind of sucks. The splits are really nice. He kicks forward pretty good. Back, not that great, but he does have double jointed knees. His ankles move back, forward, and they do spin. Now for some comparisons, here he is next to other Josh Brolin's, Endgame Cap and Iron Man, and now comic Deadpool and comic Cable. Now for my final thoughts on this figure, I think it's a very nice looking figure, and it's a very good addition to your Fox X-Men collection. But when it comes to posing him, it kind of becomes a little bit frustrating with the articulation, the vest piece, the cape piece. You know, they all kind of hinder a lot of things when it comes to that. But the Josh Brolin head sculpt is amazing. The sculpt all throughout is amazing. It's just really trying to pose him into certain action poses can be quite challenging. So my final rating, I think I'm going to hand out another 8 out of 10. I know I've been handing them out a lot lately, but I think that's what it deserves. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Marbletron. I'm out.